Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in today with me at Red Soul Sessions podcast. What I'm really pushing to do is help a person heal their soul and get onto their own particular soul mission. That's the whole idea of it. Heal all of those different areas and get on their real mission, because a lot of times people really don't even know what they're here to do. Understanding your inner self is really crucial for your holistic healing. It basically encompasses the comprehensive integration of mind, body, and spirit, and it's vital. It's very vital. And now I'm going to go ahead and give you some different things of, why it's so vital in those areas in which. So self-awareness, being able to understand your inner self and become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, desires, and motives. Who you are at your core. I do rituals and different things all the time that are not bad rituals. They're not for instance, every first of the month I do a abundance boil, and I also blow cinnamon through my door. There's nothing bad about that. It's not hurting anyone. It's drawing in abundance. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in today with me at Red Soul Sessions podcast. This is my very first episode. So, again, I really want to thank you guys. So, my name is Rose, aka Red, for those of you that don't know me. I want to first and foremost welcome you guys. I want to welcome you guys in for taking some time out and tuning in with me today. Moving forward, we're going to be really diving into the sensual art of healing and various topics that are going to be wrapped around that. Some of them are going to be controversial. For sure, because as you know, there's a lot of things that a lot of us that have went through that um, are going to cause us to have to dive into our deep rooted healing, right? So we're gonna hit those topics head on. So I'd like you guys to settle in and join me for some intimate conversations moving forward. And those conversations, will persist of personal and spiritual growth, emotional wellness, and transformational practices. So let's go ahead and embark on this journey together and discover some deep connections and inner peace, which, as you know, is necessary. So, on this first episode, I really, really would like to talk about healing, especially with all of these different planetary transits in retrograde right now. Is very, very, very heavy for people. A lot of people are going through a lot of different things. So, although in this episode, I'm not going to dive into the planets and the placements and all of that, like I said, I am going to talk about healing tools, practices, and different things all wrapped around that. So, a quick little story about myself and what really made me want to uh, put Red Soul Sessions together. So in 2017, I was actually already on my spiritual journey, and I had done a lot of self work, self healing work, inner work. But I wound up joining a network marketing company, and I joined that company because I needed help with my credit. And I knew a little bit about network marketing. I had done some other things, but nothing on this particular level. The thing about it was that um, through that journey, I grew a lot. I learned a lot, so I don't want to discredit that. But the issue for me was that there was a lot of attraction marketing going on. Now, that is necessary to a degree when you have business and you are marketing, but not to the point where it actually takes away your self identification. That is a issue. And that is what happened to me when I started, going to transition into spirituality and putting that practice together. I was having a really hard time integrating the two because, with the uh, network marketing business, I was doing so much attraction marketing that people didn't really get to see all of the different things that I was going through, all of the different healing um, practices and tools and things like that. So when I started integrating the two, it became a huge problem because people really didn't know what was going on. I was going through it, but I didn't know how to be transparent with everyone. I was trying, but it was really hard for people because they were looking at my profile. They were looking at all the marketing that I had done for all of these years, and they just really couldn't grasp the part of me that was being so transparent. And I quickly understood that I needed to put something together that I could integrate the two, but it was going to take time for me to really figure that out. And that is pretty much where Red Soul Session started being put together, and just wanting to help people not only in business but just on their journey, and figuring out what it is that they need to do to help themselves get to a better place in life. So let's go ahead and start talking about what it means to heal, right? Um, Emotionally, let's start there. It's necessary that we learn the process of, and of acknowledging um, and understanding, and realizing what emotional distress or trauma involves and what that creates for us. So, the first thing is starting, to identify and express, right? We have to allow ourselves to feel in order to heal any of those aspects. There's no way around it. So, whenever you are somehow suppressing that, whether it be not voicing it, how you feel or whatever, there's going to be a blockage. It's going to be a blockage. There's no way around it. So, some of the different ways that we can, work on this is learning to process our past trauma and work through those different things. And there's so many different ways to do this. Building resilience, by pretty much developing coping mechanisms and emotional strength. Improving our emotional intelligence. So that's something that was huge for me, especially being in business, because you're dealing with people that, are telling you one thing, then they're doing something else. And it's really easy to take that, personally. So I definitely had to develop a deep rooted emotional intelligence with that. So when you start going through your journey, your healing journey, it is your responsibility, it's your duty to make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. Oh my goodness, you're going to go through so much. And I don't like to sugarcoat. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Healing is intense. It is really hard. It takes a lot of hard work. And there's times where, you literally feel like you're dying. Because you really are. Your egoic self is dying, and you are transforming into a higher version of your best self. So yes, it's staying. um, so when we talk about mental healing, we're focusing on our cognitive function and our psyche. Um, so some of the things that need to be paid attention to there is managing stress. And you can do that by, mindful meditation, relaxation exercises, all types of different things that you can do, affirmations, um, cognitive therapy, changing your negative thought pattern. So that is a thing that, it becomes a habit. And sometimes we don't even realize, that those patterns are just repetitive cycles of negativity. So when we're able to start working through those patterns, it will definitely help everything in your life. Um, Also, enhancing mental clarity. So you could do different things to help that. Puzzles, reading. You should definitely be reading on a daily basis. That is going to always help your mental clarity. Learning new skills, sharpening your mind, keeping your focus, on a daily basis. And yeah, it's going to take discipline to do that. So, routines help. That's something that's always helped me, is having, some type of routine in place in order in a timely fashion. Excuse me, of how I'm going to work my day. So balancing your mental health, a lot of us, and especially in business, we have a lot of anxiety. Anxiety comes with that, depression. And let's talk about psychosis, spiritual psychosis. That comes when you start really digging down into those deep rabbit holes and you start realizing that everything that you thought was the truth is a lie. And it sends you into this, oh my God, this crazy psychological place where you go into those deep depressions, and it's almost like you don't even want to function in this reality, because realizing that your whole life is been a lie is just insane. um, you know. So then there's also physical healing, restoring your body health. So, proper nutrition, exercise, rest and recovery. That is definitely a thing. Again, back to business, resting and, allowing yourself to get proper, rest and adequate sleep. Your body has to repair and rejuvenate itself. Um, you know, you have to give to your body. So there's alternative practices and stuff as well that you could embark on. I offer a lot of these different things, but energy, Reiki healing sessions, tantric, acupuncture, massages, salt floats, all types of different things that you could do that will help you through all of the different things that you're going to go through while you are working on that healing. And the crazy thing is that when you start doing one of these different practices, it kind of is interconnected. So all of them, all of the different areas start improving, believe it or not. And you'll start wanting to, if you start in one, you'll start wanting to do all of these different things, especially as you're starting to grow, transition, and ascend. So understanding your inner self is really crucial for your holistic healing It basically encompasses the comprehensive integration of mind, body, and spirit, and is vital, is very vital. And now I'm going to go ahead and give you some different things of, why it's so vital in those areas in which. So, self awareness, being able to understand your inner self and become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, desires, and motives. Um, who you are at your core. The crazy thing is that when you are starting to wake up, you start realizing that you really don't even know who you are. So you're basically getting to know yourself all over again. And this self awareness is basically the first step in recognizing where you need the healing, what areas that that you have that you need to work on, where your wounding is. Authenticity. Oh my goodness. Now, your authentic self. Basically, authenticity is the key, guys. It's basically where you're aligning your actions and your decisions with your true values and beliefs. Your inner peace and fulfillment. It is the key to everything. When you think about it, as children, um, that is where you really see a child at their most authentic place. But we start pushing things onto our children. We start putting them in the system that's teaching them all these different things that are not the truth. And I don't want to um, put a whole lot of blame on us as parents, because we most times are teaching our children what we were taught. So when we're teaching it to them, we are under the impression that these things are the truth. So that's another thing. As you are starting to grow and learn, you have to work through the guilt and shame of feeling like you put these things onto your children, that you showed them all the wrong things. And that is very, very necessary, because it'll definitely cause blockages for you. um, we have to start identifying the root causes. Most of our physical ailments are caused by emotional and mental, guys. If you are really going through it on an emotional or mental level, it'll cause all types of different diseases and things inside of your body. You will feel it on the inside. It's going to grow and cause all types of disease in your body. So again, like I was telling you, it's all really interconnected. Your personal growth and transformation, guys. Growth, overcoming limiting belief patterns, behaviors that are passed down. Those things are passed down to us, and developing healthier habits and mindsets that we can also push down into our generations to come. Transformation. The transformation is basically where we're recovering from our past wounds, but also evolving into better versions of ourselves, uh, building resilience and coping mechanisms. And I talked about that earlier, and that's where we're going to get our identification, where we're going to get our identity from, and our self-worth. Um, that is key as well. And that's one of the things that I really, to be transparent, I had to really work on with myself, is my worth. I had a lot of different things to work through that I'm still working through. If anybody says that they are healed, they may have done quite a bit of healing in some areas, and they may have healed some different things, but a person is never, ever completely healed. Until we expire and exit out of this realm, we will continue to heal. There's no end to it. So let me give you guys some tools again that you can use. And I mentioned this earlier: meditation, mindfulness activities, breath work. Oh my God, breath work is it. It is Very necessary, and it helps so much. EFT, if you guys don't know, that's emotional freedom techniques, and it's basically tapping. You can use visualization, crystals, energy healing, tantric, as I was saying earlier. I have crystals everywhere. I carry them on me. They're in my car. I put them in my bra. They are in my purse. Whenever I transfer purses, they transfer over. I have them everywhere. And they've helped me tremendously. The energy that they give off is definitely necessary. You can incorporate all of these different things into your daily life, things that you are doing on a daily basis. Like I said, I carry the crystals with me. You can do breath work every single day, multiple times, meditation. That's not easy to start either, as well. I mean, not either, but as well, because it takes some time to get yourself in a place where you are able to really zone in and be in the present moment. That's the key to meditation, is being able to be in the present moment. Um, Not just with meditation, but in life, period, guys. That is definitely key. That is how, whenever I'm going through something, I'm able to really bring myself back, is being in the present moment. So, to give you an idea of present moment, if you are drinking a cup of tea and your mind starts wandering all over the place, and all these negative emotions and things are starting to come up, you can focus on that cup of tea. You can look at the cup and say, oh, this is a lovely cup that my tea is in. Oh, my tea is it smells so great. And really focus on the way that that aroma is coming out of that beautiful cup. You can taste the tea and really zone in on how great that tea tastes and how it feels in that moment, to hold that beautiful cup and smell that aroma off of that tea and drink that tea, and how good it feels going down your throat, and how it tastes, what it tastes like on your taste buds. That is how you bring yourself back into the present moment, by focusing on what is right then and there. So often we are in the past. The past does not serve us. We're in the future. The future is not here yet. We're in the present moment, and that's where we need to focus. So, guys, you know, again, I just want to really reiterate on how important it is to heal, how important it is to really work on yourself, and to touch a little bit on the different planets that are in retrograde right now. It is the chaotic planets, the planets that don't play, the planets that are going to push you to do the inner work. There's no way around it. Some of these planets are in retrograde till mid-November. There are some that are gonna go through the end of the year. It's necessary. It is very necessary. And this being the year of the 8, this karmic year, it's heavy for a lot of people. If you've done good work, then you are receiving good karma. If you've done some bad deeds, then you are receiving the karma from that on top of that. So, it is what it is. You can't go back, take anything back. But what you can do is focus on the areas of you that caused you to do those deeds, and you can work through those areas so that you can clear out that karma and move forward. Now, I do birth chart breakdowns. I do focus on where these planets are in your chart. I focus on your different nodes and your core wounds and things that you know will help you get to a better place. So if you are looking for some help in those areas, if it's really heavy for you right now, you can reach out to me. I do have openings so that we could, have some sessions together, some one-on-ones, and we can really dive into your chart and work on these different areas. Um, those different areas that will help you with these transits, guys. Grounding is going to be very, very necessary. Staying grounded through these transits. So nature. If you can get outside, if you can get into the grass and plant your feet barefoot, that is necessary. That is one of the best ways to do that. If you're feeling a lot of negative energy coming up, go outside and hug a tree. That tree is going to absorb that negative energy for you. It's some of the easiest things that you can do, to help yourself through that, through those different transits. So, guys, this is pretty much this episode. My next episode, I do believe that we're going to talk about. Now, this is going to be a controversial subject. Topic rather. But I want to talk about this issue that we're having where mothers hate and are jealous of their daughters. Yeah, this is going to be a deep one, guys, but that is what the next episode is going to be about. What I'd like you guys to do is follow me on Facebook. You can find me there as Rose Guest. Now, I have multiple pages, and there's a bunch of fake pages of me. So you want to follow the one that has over 21,000 followers. That is the page to follow. On TikTok and Instagram, you can find me at I Am Rose Guest. On YouTube and Clubhouse here, I want you to hit the subscribe button. And you can find me there at Red's Soul Sessions. Please don't hesitate to rate and give me some good reviews, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you for sharing this space with me today on Red Soul Sessions. I hope today's first episode touched your heart and ignited a deeper passion within your soul. As we part ways for now, remember to carry the light of your spirit and let it guide you. Until we meet again, take gentle care of yourself through these transits and keep nurturing your inner fire. I can't wait to continue this journey with you guys. Be well and stay inspired.